here, and today we're going to look at something a little different. Instead of a big game company making a game, we're going to be taking a look at a game that is made by a fan, also known as a fan-made game. And it's called Super Mario XP, which is on the PC. And it was developed by a small group known as C&C Darkside. I don't have much background information on this group, so that's why I'm referring to them as that. And for some reason, I also can't find a release date when this game was made. But I do remember my first time playing this game was in 2006, so at least it's older than that, I'm sure. Now, I remember some people saying that this game is a ROM hack, but I personally consider it to be an original game, but with a mixture between Mario and Castlevania. And of course, this is not a game licensed by Nintendo, since it is a fan-made game after all. And now, there isn't very much of a story to this game, but it does show a little short intro movie when you start a new game, and basically all it shows is a princess being stolen, and oh, I wonder who that's going to be. Duh! So it's not really a story-oriented game, but at least it just shows something for a Mario game anyway. So now for the gameplay. You can jump on enemies like in a Mario game, but you can also use items that uses up hearts like in Castlevania. So it's a pretty good mix of the two games, and it does work very well. Now the bosses are mostly from Mario games, but the fighting style is sorta like Castlevania, so for the most part, I think you get the idea that this game has to do with a mix of the two, didn't you hear? Yeah, that's just in case you guys weren't listening. But anyways, I personally find that this game is actually very fun. And now let's move on to the controls, and all I have to say is that they're actually pretty good. Although the jumping while you're in the air and trying to control where you're going to land does take some time to get used to, but other than that, there's no complaints. But I do like that there is no jumping back when you get hit by an enemy like in the old Castlevania games, so that's a good sign. But overall, the controls are mostly good, since this is a fan-made game after all, because, you know, there are some games that were made by fans that do happen to be a little bit, like, iffy on the controls for the most part, which is understandable, because, you know, games are pretty hard to make after all. So for a fan-made game, it's actually very, very good. Now, the graphics in this game are actually very nice, although if there is one thing I did have to say about it is the fact that I find that there's a lot of black in the backgrounds, and I find that they could have done more with that. But other than that, it's pretty good to say the least. Now as for the music in this game, it's awesome. Although it is the original soundtrack for the original Castlevania game. And the music is still great as always, but it just would be nicer if they would have had some remixes instead. But it's still fine the way it is. It's just, you know, I can't give them all too credit for that, since they did take the songs from other things, you know? Now, if you want to buy this game, or shall I say, if you want to download this game, it's actually free, and there are many places that you can download it from. You just have to type in Super Mario XP onto Google, and you should be able to find it. Or, if I was working for Microsoft, I would say Bing it, but yeah, let's just face it, that doesn't sound that great. But I guess it's mostly for the fact that I'm just so used to saying Google it rather than Bing it, so, you know, whatever. The game is free, damn it! Now, if I had to rate this game, I'd probably have to give it an 8 out of 10. A very fun fan-made game that takes two amazing franchises and puts them together, which is awesome. And there are also some cool upgrades and level designs as well. Now, there is one level that I don't like, or at least a part of a level, where basically you're falling down a really, really deep hole, but if you hit the bottom, you die, and yeah, basically you have to try to find the exit on either the right or left side, but you don't know which one, and then there's also a bunch of things flying at you. Yeah, it's a bitch, and I hate it. Oh, and I forgot to mention that when you die in this game, it actually shows blood. And of course, you'll most likely never see that in a real Mario game, unless they decide to say, fuck it, let's make a rated M Mario game and decide to sell it all to people. But when you think about it though, Rare has done that with Conker's Bad Fur Day, where it was originally supposed to be some all happy horseshit game, but then instead they decided to say fuck it and decided to screw the rules, I have money, all this type of shit all over the place. And yes, I had to copy something from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, but you know what? Fuck that too. Let's just say that. Okay, in all honesty, I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series though, but I just had to steal that joke for just a quick second. But anyways, yeah, since I have no idea what the hell I was just talking about, all I know is that I highly doubt they'd ever make a gory as fuck Mario game, but then again, Mario is good as it is as of now, so I'm okay with it. So there's not much else to say about this game, although I guess I might as well have to end this video and might as well give you some stupid blooper shit or random shit, or is what I like to call it. It's not really so much a blooper. I don't really put bloopers in my videos, I don't know why. Probably because none of my bloopers are not that interesting enough. But anyways, this is the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and commenting. There is a new Super Mario Bros. Game coming to the Wii U, and it is called Super Mario Hardcore Land. Now this game is not like your any average Mario game, no. Now this is a Mario game that's been taken to its dark side, y'all. Where Mario is giving up pieces about to kill everyone. Where now he's gonna be taking all these Goombas and like ripping their eyes out, and then like bashing their skulls in, and all that type of. Oh, and as for the Koopas, they're just gonna get their asses destroyed. Oh, and you see all those like Shy Guys and all those other little heads? Well, they're all about to be nuked. And not just by any other nuke, but a nuke made from Mushroom Kingdom. So this ain't no other Mario game. This is a brand spanking new game that's all original concept and all that type of. And you thought a Mario game was supposed to be all like happy horse. Well, you're wrong. Like this Mario game makes Call of Duty look like My Little Pony. And it also makes a game like Fist of the North Star look like damn Barbie. And last but not least, this game even makes a game like Manhunt look like Hello Freaking Kitty. So do you have what it takes to take up this hardcore Mario game? Well, if so, you should pick it up on the Wii U very soon. Well, if not, well, you can get the hell out of here. Mother So that's Super Mario Hardcore Land. Rated M for mature. What the fuck did I just see? Okay, actually, to be on a positive note, at least the game does not look like a generic first-person shooter like all of the other ones nowadays. So, I guess, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy it.